Hello everyone and welcome to the Animated Doctors channel. I'm standing right next to this pond and I can see some frogs around the pond. Can you see them as well? How many frogs can you count? Today's video is all about some frogs that lived in the Akene Pond. Would you like to know what happened to these frogs? Well, I can't wait to tell you all about these frogs in Akene. But first of all, let us go and find Nene so that she will listen in as well. Come on, let's go find her.
Hey Nene, say hello to everyone.
Hi everyone, please subscribe to our channel, like our videos and share the videos with everyone. Thank you.
Yes, that's true. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you in advance as you do so. Now it's story time. Let's go. Story. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful town called Akene. It was a lovely and wonderful place to live in. The streets were always clean and everywhere was well maintained. The motto was, "A clean town is a healthy town." The leaders of Akene worked very hard to make sure that the people were happy. In the middle of Akene was a pond. The Akenites will come to the pond to have fun, and children would play games there while the adults watched them. There were frogs that lived right in the pond, and the people of Akene liked to listen to the croaking of the frogs. It was just so funny to them. Have you ever heard a frog croak?
I saw a frog in the garden yesterday. Do frogs also live on water?
Thank you for that question, Nene. Frogs are amphibians, meaning that they can live both on land and on water. So back to Akene. The leaders of Akene had pond cleaners who came to clean the pond regularly and ventilate the pond. They also made sure that the pond was clean so that the frogs could stay healthy as well. This continued for a long time. Everyone was healthy, and then the population of Akene began to increase. More and more people began to come to number of people in Akene increased, and even the frogs began to increase. Because of this, the croakings of the frogs became louder, and then the people were no more happy listening to the frogs. They became irritated by the croakings of the frog, and then everyone began to complain about the loud croakings of the frogs. One day, the leaders of Akene decided to call for a town hall meeting so that they could make a decision about the loud frogs in the pond. After a long meeting, they decided not to continue cleaning the pond. Little by little, Akenites started throwing paper, nylons, cartons into the pond. The pond cleaners were also told to stop cleaning the pond. Only 𝐊𝐈𝐃𝐒, the oldest person in Akene, was against this new policy. She told them not to abandon the pond and other town maintenance practices. But she was the only one, and nobody listened to 𝐊𝐈𝐃𝐒. They thought her ideas were old. The pond now became dirty with lots and lots of mosquito eggs and other insects growing on the surface of the water. The water was also stagnant, but the people noticed that the croakings had reduced, and they were very happy because they could no longer hear the loud croakings of the frogs. This went on for a while, until about 2 months later, Akenites started complaining of insect bites. They woke up to see mosquito bites all over their bodies, and the mosquito sounds kept them awake at night. Strangely, the people of Akene started falling sick with malaria. Then they became worried and confused. They used to be a healthy people who did not fall ill. Every day they asked themselves on the streets, in the market square, they asked themselves what went wrong, until they remembered what Olia, the town grandmother, had told them. They went to meet Olia. She told them frogs are very helpful in preventing the spread of malaria, especially where the water is stagnant. So by leaving the pond stagnant and dirty, the frogs had to leave Akene and go somewhere else to live. This made the population of insects such as mosquitoes to increase, and that was why they were falling ill with malaria. The people were so sad because they now knew that they had brought this sickness on themselves by being dirty and not taking care of their environment. And so from that time on, the people of Akene took their environment seriously and made sure to keep it clean.
Wow, I really enjoyed this story. Thank you, Doctor.
But before we go, let's watch the video of the week. The video of the week is called 5 Little Speckled Frogs. Because we've been talking about frogs today, let's watch this video.
Five little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there were 4 green speckled frogs, glub glub. Four little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there were 3 green speckled frogs, glub glub. Three little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there were 2 green speckled frogs, glub glub. Two little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there was 1 green speckled frog, glub glub. One little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there were no green speckled frogs. Glug, glug.
Hello everyone, we've come to the end of another episode of the Animated Doctor Show. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Bye bye.